Hello? Who are you?
You woke me up.
Huh? How long has it been?
I don't know. What's the
A
date?
year?
And I
Uh, at least that was a
we've
good
been sleeping for
nap.
a year. That was a good nap. We've been sleeping so long.
Mm. Wow, okay.
It's been a year and a half since I was awake in that Chuckarama parking lot.
Holy crap, dude.
Dude, we've been asleep for a year and a half.
Oh my
Dude,
lord.
imagine the people. The people don't get whatever the crap for a year and a half.
Woo!
The people.
Oh no!
No! Well,
Cool.
guys, welcome to whatever the crap. Season 2. We're finally getting back into it, guys. It's been a while. It has been a while since we last uploaded. We've all had our own stuff going on. Grayson's not dead, by the way. He's just really busy right now. Sorry, I had ramen and I'm burping now. Grayson's just really busy. You can expect to see him sometime later this season. Though this season
Yeah.
also, it's possible it could focus more on just me and Caleb. We don't know yet for sure, just because we're trying to start whatever the crap back up for you guys, for the people, for the
Yeah,
people.
also it's fun, and I
It
haven't
is really
done,
fun.
like, anything. So,
So
I'm gonna get this out of the way. We recorded this already, and my dumbass forgot, like, didn't realize that I didn't record Dennis's audio, and it was like an hour of footage, and I am pissed off, and so yeah,
yeah, it was.
woo!
It was woo! Yeah,
That's
we had.
why I'm really tired right now, cause holy crap, we recorded like an hour and like 10 minutes of footage, and woo, all gone.
It's all on,
Yippee! That's crazy.
and
Well,
it's so sad because we had like the best like hook for like hooking people into the video slash podcast too, because it was a would you rather, and we can't do that now because it wouldn't be as genuine as a question for our reactions to it. So
yeah,
it was a good would you rather though. Caleb, do you want to say what it is or?
sure. You know, let's say it. Yeah, some people were like, "Oh yeah, yes sir." Okay, so would you rather suck Arnold Schwarzenegger's cock or Ryan Reynolds?
And you see here, this question is because we're both straight, so that just makes it even funnier because we have to choose one of the two. And I went with Ryan Reynolds because I mean Ryan Reynolds. How can you not go with Ryan Reynolds, right? But Caleb,
You're still a basic
explain.
bitch, by the way.
Nah, you're the basic bitch.
Mm-hmm.
You like muscles.
Dude, are you kidding me? Why? Who doesn't like big men? Are you
Okay,
joking?
that's true. That is true. That is true. Big men are nice. That sounds so gay, dude. Okay. Also, just a couple things I want to get out of the way. Caleb got out of the way that he said that he forgot to record. What I want to get out of the way is one. Obviously enough, our humor is going to have changed within the last year and a half. So there will be more swearing. We will bleep out parts of it. Some parts we won't bleep out. So just
Yeah.
we're not super family friendly anymore. We are family friendly still. But with that last question that we were going to start off the podcast with, you can see why we weren't entirely family friendly
I
anymore.
mean, the last time we
Um,
were talking about someone dipping their balls in sulfuric acid or whatever it was. Oh yeah, gold
that's
plating their
true.
balls, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Um, also, for those of you who get triggered by the word retarded, there are chances I will use it during this, and the reason being is I got certified as autistic, and I feel I can use it because in the definitions that I've read, retardation, um, autism falls under that, as in the mental retardation state. So I feel that I can use the term retardation, all that stuff. If you guys don't like that, that's fine. You have your own opinions. Hopefully that doesn't detract from the whole podcast or anything.
Yeah.
I
Don't
just
worry.
they
He
also
has the pass, okay? I
I
said this
have
last
a
I said this and
pass.
recorded, but yeah, he has the pass. He
It's
is
like an N word
autistic.
pass, but for retards.
Yeah, don't worry.
So,
He's making fun of himself. That's what.
mhm.
Okay.
And all jokes aside, I do generally when I say retard, it's to make fun of myself. Um, so,
Yeah.
and I'm not making fun of other people who are actually like also retarded. It's just mainly for myself. So I'm not like aiming for them. So just to get that out of the way. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Anything else, Caleb?
I think that's it.
Okay.
I think so. Okay, I actually want to start with talking about how my room flooded because I completely forgot about saying that. Pretty much.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you already know, right? That my room flooded.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Cool. So people.
Yeah, you couldn't freaking get on Fortnite with me for 2 days.
It's like 5. But so basically 5 days. I
5 days of no
I
Fortnite
haven't
with
even
Caleb.
played Fortnite with you since then. When was the last time I played Fortnite? It was like 2 weeks. But my room flooded like right underneath my um desk right now. I also moved my desk. If you notice that my surroundings are different, it's still the same room. I just got the bunk bed right there. So there used to be a bed right here where my desk is, and a bed right there also. So, I now have a couch, and it's a fold-out couch. People can like sleep in it.
That's my bed.
Yeah, he slept in there. There's Saul Goodman. He's a real one. Hi, Alec.
He's a real one for sure, for
I'm
sure.
recording the podcast again because it broke. So there's the piano. I got a
It
piano.
broke.
Yeah. Yeah. My thing was.
I can't move my camera anymore.
Why not? Oh yeah, it's on a.
Because I got a laptop.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Also, all your listeners, sorry, it's probably like really visual bit or something. But yeah,
Yes, Spotify listeners, it's just open your phone and look at the video. It's pretty
if you
cool,
want,
guys.
it's okay. You don't have to.
It's pretty cool,
But yeah,
guys.
my desk used to be over there. Also, if you can see, that side is bigger than this side, which means it's a corner desk. Also, sorry for the Windows sounds. It's but yeah, it's a corner desk. So I put it in the corner, and it looked so bad over there. It was horrible. It was actually atrocious, and it was blocking the door to the closet. We like couldn't get in there without having to squeeze past me when our brother needed to use like clothes or something. So it was just like horrible. It was so bad. But we got that now, and then the room flooded, so we have to take everything out. We had to dry the carpet for like a couple days. But the good thing is, we actually found out that there was mold growing in my room. There was mold growing in my room, and because it flooded, we figured that out. So actually, good thing probably. So we can stop that flooding. I mean, the mold.
That is good. That is
we
good.
did do that, so I'm like not gonna get sick from mold poisoning or whatever it's called. I don't. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that kind of happened. Also,
Yeah.
I probably should actually say this. I didn't say this last time. Also, like one of the big reasons why I haven't been doing the podcast really is because I had to basically share the house with my aunt
That is true.
and her sister. But right now, well, they were gone like maybe in May something. We just didn't get back to this for some reason. I don't even know why. But now there's actually some more people sleeping in our house. But I just really want to do this again because it's fun. So I don't really care actually. And my room's a little better now, so I can actually do it without having to worry about them, and it's nice. So yeah. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah, that happened for you. Meanwhile, while that was happening, I went down to Fanex.
Yeah.
And I was busy meeting famous people, and Caleb's just over here mentally dying as he's in his room and he can't do anything.
It sucked actually. Oh, dude, and because we have such as like, because there's like 9 people here constantly, and probably like more because people's friends come over every single day.
Yeah.
There was nowhere for me to go to be by myself. I didn't have to go
Come
in
to
here.
my house.
So I probably should have done that. Genuinely, I probably actually should have done that. But it was like so horrible because I had to just like sleep on the couch upstairs. I definitely should have actually went over to your house. So it would have been really nice. I didn't really think about it. But yeah.
No, yeah, dude.
It sucks.
Dude, anytime, like literally, like even if I'm not here, just come over. Like it's quiet generally, especially compared to your house. It is quiet at my house.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you need to, like just come over. As you can see, chat.
Chat.
Wait, chat. As you can see, guys, our brotherly love.
Oh
You can
yeah.
see our brotherly love. Oh,
Kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
yeah. That's gay, but
No.
that's not gay. That's a reference to a meme.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, as I said, I did go down to FanX. FanX was pretty cool. I met a lot of famous people. I met Manu Bennett, which if you can kind of see my poster right there. That's a Hobbit poster. That Hobbit poster has Manu Bennett on it as Ozog the Defiler, which is one of the main bad guys in The Hobbit. The spoiler alert: he kills one of the dwarves, which is really sad. He kills three of them actually. If you guys, okay, he kills Thorin, Keely, and he's the big dwarf with no arm, or big orc with no arm. If you haven't seen all three Hobbit movies by now, what are you doing with your life? Caleb, have you seen all three of them?
They're different from Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Oh, I don't think I've actually seen them.
That's also directed at you then. But um, yeah, it's really good. I got some really cool posters. I actually will pull them up so you guys can see real quick. Let me just grab those. So I got this really cool Attack on Titan poster, which as you can see, it's holographic
Yeah, actually cool though.
and it changes between who the Titans are and all that. So spoiler alert, don't look at this if you haven't seen all four seasons.
I haven't.
Caleb, you included.
I don't really recognize it that much. Sorry people,
Then
I
I
guess.
also got this holographic poster, which is a Zelda and Sheik um between the two, which is super cool.
Yeah, it's actually
Um,
cool.
for the audio listeners, this would be a great time to look at the video. And then I also got some signatures. So as I said, I met Manu Bennett. This is my thing. It says I always keep my promises, kid. Got my name on there. Got Manu's name on it. So that's pretty cool. For Attack on Titan fans, I met Aaron Yeager, or at least the American one.
Yeah.
And I got it signed. This is custom artwork that he had done by a person in France. So there's only like 100 of this style of artwork on like poster board. There's only like 100 of them. So that just makes that little piece like even more rare, which is actually really cool. Then I also met the voice actor for Buggy from One Piece, also the American one. And I got it signed by him. He's pretty cool. Had a little chat with all of them. They're all pretty awesome. Yeah, and then um, I also got to meet Andy Serkis, who plays Gollum in Lord of the Rings. He's really cool. So what ended up happening was he had a ton of people wanting to meet him, and so we weren't able to meet him during FanX. But I accidentally left my Switch down at FanX, and so we had to drive back up the next day. And as we were grabbing it from the front desk, Andy Serkis was actually checking out. So we got to talk to him for a minute. That was pretty cool. We didn't have to pay to meet him, which was also pretty great.
That's cool, yeah.
So yeah, it
Oh
was
wait,
overall really
hey,
cool.
where is Fanix?
FanX is over in Salt Lake. It's at the Salt
Oh, so
Palace.
it's in Utah.
Yeah, it's in Utah.
Cool.
Yeah, we just got a hotel, stayed there for like 2 nights, and then came back the third day. So,
Cool, nice.
one sec. Echo, echo. It's not on. Frick. I was. I'm just like really bright for some reason, and so I was gonna like turn the brightness down.
Okay.
But no, yeah, it was really fun. Yeah.
Cool. What else did we even talk about? We talked about school. Should we talk about school again? Let's,
Sure.
let's, let's talk about different things than we talked about last time, so we can keep it like a little
Okay.
fresh for us. So, I actually want to talk about um our middle school. Not gonna disclose the name because I don't want to.
Okay.
But I remember in sixth grade, this was like stupid. We had a teacher. Also not gonna disclose her name. But
I know what you're talking about
but
already.
they were only in our sixth grade. Like there was another teacher who went up with us every single grade up until eighth grade. But this one was crazy. He was insane. He was an old man. He was like 60 or something. He was like pissed at us for no reason at all. He always was like saying, "You need to be more mature for your age." But we're like 14
Oh,
at max.
no, we were 12. No,
We were
we
12.
we were 11. We were
Oh
11.
yeah, 14 was when we were in freshman year. So yeah, we were
Yeah,
11.
we were
You need to be
11.
more mature. You're not even freaking teenagers yet.
You
What?
are the people that are leading the example for this school. Because so how the school
Oh
worked
yeah,
was,
you did
so
say
it
that.
started with only kindergarten to sixth grade, and then the next year it got seventh, and the next year it got eighth. So we were there for sixth, seventh, and eighth. Um, but our teacher was only there for sixth grade year.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were the leaders of the school or whatever you want to say it. But he was always like, "You're the people that should be leading an example for the school." Meanwhile, we're 11 and we're like, "What the fuck?
What do
Why?
you mean? What does
I
this
want to
mean?
be a child."
What is this word? Uh, mature?
Okay,
What does that mean?
now if you want to see some really rad teachers, these are our other two teachers. That's Rob and Wallace right there. Wallace is the bigger one. But these are our teachers, and this is also the currency that we had in our class called Monkey Bucks.
Yeah.
The design changes every year. This year was, I believe, last year's design. We went back. Rob was leaving the school to some shit went down, and he had to quit because
Yeah, we
kid
probably
was
shouldn't
being an
see.
absolute dumbass. But besides the
Yeah.
point, besides the point, uh, the design changes every year. Last year's, we ended up going in, say goodbye to Rob, even though we're still not there. But there's a big group of us that are still in touch with the teachers and everything. So we went in to go say bye to Rob. And we all got and the like eight of us that went in, we all got the monkey bucks. I think Caleb, do you
I
have a
wasn't
monkey buck?
there. You gave me one though.
That's no, that's right. That's right. I gave you
Yeah.
one. James has one. Gabe has one, and then Will and Stockton have one.
Cool.
Um, and Addie has one too. Um, and I
Nice.
think we were and Ethne too. But other than
Oh
that, no
yeah,
one else has
Anthony.
any. Yeah. But yeah, we all went in, got to say goodbye to him. That was pretty cool. But yeah, the monkey buck system is really cool though. It basically you save up your monkey bucks for the end of the year, and at the end of the year, you pay your monkey bucks for like this auction style event where they bring in all these things, and like you'd think off the bat, like, oh, it's school, they're gonna just have like all these dumb little prizes. No, they had things like friggin' tents for like
Yeah.
4 people. Uh, it ranged from like tents to a bag of chips. Like they had a lot of really cool things there. I remember I bought a Yahtzee thing. Um, I remember Rawl. Rawl was one of our friends. Rawl ended up trying to buy something pretty. Rawl bought something that was pretty big. I can't remember what it was, but he bought something big. Um, yeah.
I haven't like seen Raw in ages. I don't have contact with him at all.
No, same dude.
Oh
Last
yeah,
time I
wait, we
saw.
didn't say this last time when we recorded. So Raw, he had this like milk and he hid it in the classroom for an entire year. And at the end of the
Okay.
year, he opened it up in the bathroom. This entire group of people were in there, and it like spilled out. It was like cheese. It was disgusting. And
It
our
was hilarious.
and Rob went in and he was like yelling at them, and I also was in there, but the only reason
I
I was
was
in
too.
there was because I needed to go to the bathroom, and I
Same.
saw all of
Um,
that. I didn't go in. I was like, no, I'm not going in. And that's happening. They're like like making cheese. What is going on? So I didn't go in, and then Rob like saw me. Is like, you're good. You're not doing anything.
You're good.
I,
No,
I
so it was
I know
also
what you're
funny.
doing.
It was funny though, because I went in there for the bathroom and I was like, oh, why are so many people in the bathroom? So unlike Caleb, I actually went in. And so I'm just standing at the urinal looking over at what they're doing. And then Rob comes in and he starts yelling at them. And he looks at me for a moment and then he goes back to yelling at them.
We're just like
It was
in
the
the urinal. He's
funniest
like,
thing. I'm just like looking at them. He looks at me, looks back, and continues yelling. It was
that's
the
cool. I'm
funniest
glad
thing.
that he knew that you weren't doing anything.
No, yeah.
That's awesome.
Also, the reason why Raw was able to hide the milk for that like whole year was because, so as I stated earlier, we had the sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, and each one was added on every year, and so we still had the seventh and eighth grade classrooms. The like seventh grade year and sixth grade year, they just weren't being used. So we went into the eighth grade classroom at one point, and we put the milk in there. And
Wait,
what ended up
no,
happening? No, we
no,
put the milk in the eighth grade classroom, like behind the
no,
TV.
no. That actually wasn't what happened. He put the milk next to actually where I was. It was where I put. It was where I had my little game system. There was a little box, and he hid it underneath there. It was also next to a TV, but it wasn't the eighth grade room. It was the seventh grade room. Like actually though,
I swear he put another one in
he might
the
have,
eighth
but
grade
I do
room.
know he had one in the seventh grade room. I knew it for sure.
I think the one in the seventh grade room got found, and it was the one in the eighth grade room that didn't get found because that one, the eighth grade room reopened up on the day that we were moving everything over, and so we got to go in there. Raw was like, "Ooh, the milk," and we all went and opened it.
I probably shouldn't be actually it was the seventh grade, but yeah,
No, it's good. It's good. It was one of the rooms.
it was one of it
But yeah, it was
happened.
okay. So another really funny story with Rawl. Caleb and I both remember this super well. I
Oh, I
thought
know what you're talking about.
this was the story I thought Caleb was telling. He already knows what I'm saying. So there was a day at
Yep, I know it.
lunch, right, where we're all sitting there, and Rawl pulls out this really big carrot out of his lunchbox, and
Yeah,
we're all looking at it because it's huge, like it's thick, it's massive, it's ginormous, and we're all eating, and then James, another one of our friends in the group, he just goes, "I'll give you 40 monkey bucks if you throw that at the wall," and Rawl looks at him, turns around, and just throws it as hard as he can at the wall. And it and this big loud thud just goes throughout the entire lunchroom. Everyone just gets deathly quiet.
yeah. Like nobody talked, and like a poster fell down. I think.
A poster fell down, and there's a big old dent in the wall, and everyone at our table just starts laughing. And then um and then the lunch lady gets up and she goes out, and then she grabs Rob, our teacher, and Rob comes in and he comes over and he just looks at us, and we're all there trying not to laugh as hard as possible. Caden, another friend in our group, he ended up falling off of the seat while Rob was talking to us, which was the funniest part by far. But yeah, he's just, and it ended up being only James and Raw got in trouble because James bet Raw the 40 monkey bucks, that he wouldn't do it, and Raw threw it, and so they both got in trouble. And James is still to this day like, I shouldn't have gotten in trouble.
No, he definitely should have, because he told him
He
to.
really he did. But it's the one of the best memories I have of our middle school year by far.
Yeah, it was fun. It was funny.
That was so good. Dude, Raul gave us so many memories.
Yeah,
And he was
but
gone.
we kind of got like really sidetracked. But like the teacher, he was like in our sixth
Oh,
grade,
that's right.
was like, you guys need to be more mature. You can't read these books that are like for kids or something. I was like reading The Hobbit, I think, and I hated it because I was 11, and I really suck at reading. Like I probably have some sort of reading disorder, honestly.
Hey guys, I read The Hobbit when I was 6.
No, you
A
probably did not
flex.
process any information.
Oh, I did. I did. You can ask my
No,
parents. I
no,
read
no,
it.
no,
I
no,
read it when
no,
I was 6.
no,
I read it when I was
no,
6, mate.
no,
Bloody
no,
hell, mate. I read it when I was fucking 6, all right?
no, no.
Yeah.
Proof.
I know where it is right now.
Proof.
No, yeah. But continue.
Yeah. So there was this kid. I think he was reading like Diary of a Wimpy Kid or something, and then he took the
No.
book.
It was iFunny. It was iFunny.
I don't know what that is. Like
It has like pictures in it.
Picture book. But yeah, he was like he took the book. He like shut everyone up. It was crazy, and then we were like we were like busy reading, so it was already super quiet because no one was talking, and he just like takes the book. He's like, "This is what you guys are reading," and like all this other garbage. I don't really remember what he said that much, but then he just ripped it in half, and everyone was just like, "What the freaking heck is happening? What?" But that guy was actually nuts. He was genuinely insane. He should
And
not
it
be
was hilarious
teaching.
because the kid that he took it from is just sitting there like, I was reading that.
I liked that book. It was getting really
But
good.
it was even funnier because we had 2 copies of that book, and so the next day he goes and he grabs the other copy and he just starts reading that copy of the book.
That's awesome, actually.
It was hilarious, dude.
That's really
Um,
cool.
yeah, it was really funny that he did that.
Yeah, it's insane though. That guy was nuts. And apparently, he was actually the dad of one of my parents' friends. So had like actual connection to him. So I try my best to not like talk to him at all, cause we don't actually talk to that guy that much. But yeah, it was weird, cause I'm like, I know you apparently.
I know you.
Like, oh, I have connection to you. You can like talk to me in real life. Ugh. But yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Another thing we're talking about in the last recording that broke. We're talking about like
Uh
personal learning plans and stuff. So
oh yeah.
our school, our middle school, had this funny little thing. It was called personal learning plans, where we gotta just learn about a certain subject that we wanted to do. And the first time the first time I did architecture because I had no idea what it was. I was not listening at all because probably ADHD moment. But but then there was someone in the on my table. I just looked over on the paper like, architecture. Okay, and I chose that because I had no idea what to do with my life. And after I did architecture, it was cool. Not something I really enjoyed that much though, but it was cool. And then after that, I decided to do like game development and stuff like that. And I made my own game system, which is made from a Raspberry Pi. My dad helped me with it, and
It was so fun, dude.
it was so cool. And I always would play like Tony Hawk on it during PLP time because I finished it super quickly. So I was like, okay, this is my PLP. I'm just gonna use it, and that he never got angry at me. And also, I just like was playing with all my friends when they were done with their PLPs also, which is cool.
No, yeah, I'd play with him all the time. My PLP, um, I as you guys have probably learned from the last season, probably learned from that right there. I am obsessed with the Legend of Zelda, and so I wanted to make a Zelda game. So that's what my PLP was. At that time, I was young and naive. I didn't know about copyright and how I legally can't do that. Um, but yeah, when I figured out that it's apparently a lot harder to make a Zelda game on Scratch than it is on Unity. Um, I decided to just go into like lore and story building and just like learn about story building and how that works for like building world in video games and books and all that. And then so basically what I just did was I just watched Zelda theory videos the entire hour.
Yeah.
Um and my excuse to be able to play with Caleb was, oh, my thing is story building, so I'm able to play with Caleb because Caleb's video games have stories. And
Have
they
you
were
playing
fine
Tony
with that.
Hawk? Like, yes, exquisite
This is
story.
going into the life of Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk, he did this trick right here. Look, I'll do it for you.
Dude, he like freaking has a kickflip.
Kickflip, double ollie spin. I don't even know if that's a
I
thing, dude. I
love
can't
the
remember the moves.
story. I love the
Dude, that
story.
story is crazy.
I really
No,
like it in
but
season 2 when he did a kickflip again.
no, yeah, but we had so much fun doing that.
It's
And then
cool.
I ended up like uploading a game on Scratch called The Legend of Zelda, but it looks nothing like Legend of Zelda. It's like a 2D platformer. Um and like it has like rip-off versions of like enemies and rip-off versions of like the hook shot and stuff like that. It's and like the magnifying lens it makes you smaller in it. Like it's the dumbest recreation. I So when I knew about the magnifying lens, in normal Zelda games, it's called the lens of truth, and the lens of truth shows you these weird invisible objects that normally aren't there. Um, and so yeah, I didn't know that at the time because at the time I was young, naive, and didn't know how to play through a fucking Zelda game. Um, and so yeah, I didn't know how those worked at the time. Now I have gotten through like literally all but 2 Zelda games. And those
Nice.
being the DS ones. Because I don't know where the frick to buy those. Um, but yeah, I
They
have.
probably don't exist.
They do. Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass I could buy somewhere, but they'd be hella expensive, dude. And I'd rather emulate them. But the emulators also suck, as shown by Brian. Because
Well,
Brian tried to stream it and he was able to get through the first dungeon, and then he had to play he had to use the blowhole, and the blowhole uh wouldn't let him assign it to a key on the keyboard. So yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna say something, but it's probably actually illegal, so I'm not going to.
Well,
Like
say
Nintendo
it,
would
and
get
if
on my ass. Nintendo.
okay, say it, and if you can't say it, I'll tell you, and we'll just cut it out.
Okay. So basically, you can do a thing called homebrewing, which makes so you can download games onto your 3DS for free. But the thing is, okay, so Nintendo doesn't get on me. You genuinely cannot get 3DS games anymore online at all without doing this. Because they completely removed eShop. So if they don't want people to do this, then don't do that. Idiot. Actual
Dumb.
dumbass. Like,
No, yeah, it like I understand why they did it. It did cost money to keep up the eShop and keep it running. And when no one was using it anymore, no one was using the eShop on the 3DS anymore. They were just using their digital
I
copies.
was using
Um
it.
well, yeah. Uh but like also like and then people with like Wii U's, like I still have a Wii U. That's how I play Breath of the Wild. I do have a Switch, but like primarily I play Breath of the Wild on my Wii U. That's like where all my save data is. Um but they closed off the shop and all that, and I'm glad I bought the DLC before the shop closed. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten the DLC for Breath of the Wild. But like, I
Mm.
understand why they closed it. Like, but at the same time,
Wait,
like they could have
the
kept
eShop is closed on
on Wii
Switch?
U.
Oh,
Yes,
on Wii U,
not
okay.
on Switch, on the Wii U. If they had closed it on Switch, dude, Nintendo would be fucked.
Kind of stupid though. They would do that.
They would do that. No, but yeah, they I understand why they leave it open only on Switch, but at the same time, they should have left it open on Wii U because there's still so many people that have a Wii U that still use their Wii U as like their primary system. That like I understand as to why, but I also don't, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Wii U's a slept on, by the way. They're actually good. I like them a lot.
Wii U's I really like my Wii U. Something happened recently with my Wii U where I can't like use it as far away from the gamepad as far away from the main system anymore, but that's fine
Mm.
because I can still be right by the system.
Dude, okay, I probably told this before, but I played Breath of the Wild so much on my CPU, on my not CPU, what, on my Wii U that the battery in it was actually like going to explode. It was like being like it was like bulging and stuff. So I always played it when it was charging into like the port and stuff because I was like actually addicted to that game because it's probably like one of the best games like ever
Yeah,
actually. Um, but yeah, it was like gonna explode, so we had to like stop using it, and that's why we don't have a Wii U anymore because of that. I
dude, I
genuinely I played it so much that it was going to explode. Unironically, that's actually crazy.
dude, that's insane. I remember that. So when I first got my hands on Breath of the Wild, so Breath of the Wild, besides Link Between Worlds, Breath of the Wild was technically the second game. Technically, the second game that I actually beat ever for Tears of the Kingdom, or not for Tears of the Kingdom, for the Zelda timeline or Zelda games in general. Sorry, I am ah. But it was funny though because so I was borrowing the game from someone and I was like, "Oh wow, I've had this for a while. I should give it back." Then I was like, "Wait, I still want to beat this game because I had only gotten to Water Blight, which I was about 40 hours in because I was still like, holy shit, look at this game. Because it was like revolutionary for the time it came out. Um, and so I ended up selling bread for like $5 a loaf because I was like 12. And I got the money. I bought Tears. I got Breath of the Wild, and then yeah, I played through it. But for the longest time, dude, I couldn't bring myself after I died the first time against Water Blight. I was like, actually, no. And I just didn't fight any of the bosses and I just explored and stuff until I was like, I actually want to beat this game like a month and a half later. So yeah, it took me forever. But after that, I was like, holy shit, bosses are actually easy if you actually fight them.
No way.
And so yeah, that started me going against all these other Zelda games. So by now, as I said earlier, I've beaten like all but the two DS ones. So and I've beaten multiple games too. Like I've beaten Elden Ring, I've beaten the Elden Beast. That's the final boss. Like final boss.
Mm.
Um, I've done so many video games that are like super hard. Like I'm not good at Elden Ring, but like I can't do it hitless, but like I've beat it. Like I
Yeah.
I can play video games now. Like I used to play Fortnite for like in eighth no when I was like 8. Um and like I sucked ass at it because I was 8 and I didn't know how to process anything. And my hands were too small for the freaking controller. So I'm like, but at the same time, I'm having tons of fun. I don't even know when. Wait,
Dude, what is going on? My Windows keeps going. "Ba-do-do, ba-do-do, ba-do-do,
boop.
ba-do-do."
Uh,
Sorry,
wait.
listeners. Actually, that sucks. I can't edit that out. I'm sorry. You have to like deal with that.
Wait. I'm
If you
trying to.
hear that and you're on desktop, it's not your computer, it's mine.
It's mine.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know what's going on.
How old was I in 2017? I was 12 in 2017. So no, yeah, I was like 12 when Fortnite came out. And so I was playing Fortnite and I sucked ass at it because I still couldn't comprehend how to play video games correctly. Um, and so
Yeah.
it's funny though because I didn't understand the game system either or how seasons worked. So I bought the battle pass of like season 5 literally or season 6 the day before friggin' the battle pass changed. And so I got like 2 skins from it, and it was Calamity and DJ Yonder, and that was it.
Dude, okay, I'm not when I first played Fortnite, it was actually in season 2, chapter 1. And I remember my friend told me to not buy the battle pass because it was about to switch, so then I didn't. Wait, no, it was season 3,
Mm.
never mind, not season 2. My bad. But yeah. I probably could have bought the battle pass, but it was so close to its ending, I probably would just not gotten anything. So I don't really care.
I mean, you could have gotten the season 1 or the level 1 skin,
I don't
but
know if that's
other than
me.
that, no, yeah,
I mean, right
tier
now,
1,
like back
it'd be
then,
pretty
I
rare.
probably didn't think that that was an important thing, but right now, I kind of like. I mean, I still don't think it's an important thing at all, but I mean, it'd be cool to have those because they're like really old.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Like I want Black Knight, because that's like a really old OG skin. It was like the tier. It was basically the level 200 skin. Um, it was the tier 100 skin at the time. And I want it because it's really cool. But am I ever gonna get it? Probably not. Um, but yeah, it's rare. I wish I'd played then. I didn't. Um, but it's how life goes.
Yep.
Some things you get, some things you don't.
Yep. What else? Oh yeah. We were talking about what we did, what we were doing since then.
Peru. I forget what I talked about. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna do a shameless plug of another podcast because I like that podcast and you guys should go check it out. I was on an episode on Chat of the Wild, which is a Legend of Zelda podcast. They're currently playing through the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Even if it sounds like, oh wow, they're still playing through it in like October. Wow, guys, it's a good fucking game. Um, but
Yeah.
yeah, they go through the map by like segments and everything, and they have exploration segments and all that. It's really good. And it's good in the long run too because it gives viewers a ton of episodes to listen to. Um, so it's good for them and it's good for us. Um, but yeah, they're playing through it right now. I was on an episode. They so Brian, one of the co-hosts, I guess, he does the Milk Bar episodes. And the Milk Bar is basically where they bring in another person from like another podcast, a YouTuber, things like that. And basically, they come and talk about where they're at in Tears of the Kingdom. When they brought me in, I had already beaten Tears of the Kingdom, so it was really hard to not like say any spoilers or anything. I managed it though. Um, I came a little close to some spoilers, but I did manage to not say like anything too spoilery. Um, but yeah, basically we were just talking about glitches because like a lot of the YouTube videos that I've uploaded, because he was like, oh, he does YouTube, he's very cool, and then he also I've followed him and been a member on the of the Chat of the Wild Discord for a while. Um, and so they brought me in because I'm a pretty cool guy, right, guys? Um,
Yeah.
and so they brought me in. That was a lot of fun. Um, Talked about glitches and all that. I was actually supposed to do an episode with like Tegan and Brian, but then the same thing happened with this episode, and I didn't. I wasn't. My audio didn't record, um,
Yeah.
and so we had to re-record, and so it's just me and Brian in that one, which is kind of sad, but it's still really fun. I got to talk to Brian for a while. I brought up a couple things I didn't manage to in the first episode as well. But it was a lot of fun. So definitely go check that out. It's a good podcast. Especially if you love Legend of Zelda. They go over every Zelda game. Um, in the timeline sense of things, they've gone over Breath of the Wild and every game that was okay. It's not timeline. It's based off of chronological like release date. So they've
Mm.
gone off of every game all the way up to Link Between Worlds. They haven't played through that one yet, so they've played through Skyward Sword, and then they've also played through Breath of the Wild and are currently playing through Tears of the Kingdom. And then after they finish Tears of the Kingdom, they'll play through another Zelda game, or they'll play through a Zelda like, which is similar to a Zelda game, and then they'll go back to Zelda game. They go like every other season. They play a Zelda game, Zelda like every other season. Um, and so after that, then they'll get to Link Between Worlds and they'll just continue the cycle. They just really wanted to play Tears of the Kingdom because it released, and I don't blame them. But yeah, it's a good podcast. Go check them out. It's fun. They have a Discord too. I don't know if they link it. They might. I'm
Okay.
already in it, so I don't need to look. But it's fun. So go
Okay.
check that out.
I'll be back in the second one.
What?
Wow, that was cool. Okay, I should probably say what I've been doing now. Okay, so I've been so I made a New Year's resolution, and this is gonna sound really stupid to some people, but I made a New Year's resolution that I'm gonna beat all of the video games, at least most of them, that I bought but haven't beaten. So that includes like what, like Subnautica,
Did you
um,
beat that?
Cuphead. I
Did you beat Subnautica?
No, I almost beat it, but I kind of just wasn't really interested in beating it, so I don't really
You
care
should
too
beat it.
much. Well, I mean,
It's part of
I
your
mean the second
resolution.
one, not the first one. The second one.
Oh yeah, you have the first one.
I do
I bought
now.
it for you on Steam.
Did you? I thought I bought it. Well, yeah,
I'm
whatever.
pretty sure I bought it so that we could play the multiplayer version.
Well, yeah. So I like beat Cuphead. I beat what else? Uh, I beat
Isaac,
Metal Gear Solid, the first one.
that's a good game.
It was like super janky because I emulated it and it was weird. I beat Cult of the Lamb. I beat Doom Eternal. Have that, but I never beat it. I got like close to beating it, but I never did. So I did an entire new playthrough of it because I wanted to. What
It's a good
else?
game. It's a good game.
I love it. It's my favorite shooter game ever, actually. I beat Slime Rancher 2. Um, what else did I
Are you
beat?
able to speedrun that one yet?
The second one, no. I can speak of the first one though. Um, what else? Why can't I remember? Well, yeah. So like, I was like beating a bunch of games cause that I haven't beaten before, and it was really fun, honestly. I just like, cause I bought those games forever ago, but I just never beat them. That's just it. I just never really, cause I have like a couple games I always go back to every single time. I have like Terraria. Um, that's kind of it.
Geometry
Geometry
Dash.
Dash, and now I have Binding of Isaac because I started playing that because I was like, "Yo, cool." I'm trying to beat every single game that I own. Um, I mean, I kind of technically beat it because I got the true ending. I got all the endings, so I did beat it, but I only have like 40% of the achievements, which is probably not that much. Um, but
That's a
yeah,
lot.
Binding of
Most people
Isaac's a
only get like
really good game.
7% for
Binding of
like
Isaac,
any game.
what?
For like any game, most people only get like 7% of the achievements.
Oh yeah, well also Binding of Isaac has like 600 achievements, so 40% of it is like a lot. It's like 280 something. So, I mean, it's kind of a lot. Kinda. So, I mean, it's probably saying something, but the reason why there's so many achievements is because like every single item you get, you like unlock is an achievement pretty much, which is super cool, I think. I think it's a really cool way of doing
Yeah.
achievements. And there's so many of them. What else? I kind of just like played games and school, of course. School has been kind of rough recently. Like the first week of senior year was like so bad to me. Like it wasn't even anything going on really at all, but like holy crap, because it's senior year, you're just like so stressed out because it's like the last year of high school. It's like you, yeah,
My first week of senior year was just really boring because like all my classes are so easy, dude. I have like yoga for my first hour, and then I have
mm,
creative writing for my second hour, which is just writing.
yeah.
And there's like no assignments whatsoever. And then third hour is just video game development, which is the easiest class fucking ever, dude. Um, like literally with me missing the last week because of COVID, like literally me going back is gonna be so easy because like it whoa. I missed friggin' Thursday because of Fanex and friggin' I was able to catch up and get ahead um so fast. Um like
Yeah.
it is the easiest class. And then my fourth hour is astronomy, which there's no homework in, and it's just like another super easy class. And then friggin' I have debate fifth hour, which is debate. It's a competition-based class. It's the easiest class ever.
I just say what mine is. So, my first ever was pre-calculus. Dennis knows it so well now. I've said it to him like 7 times. But yeah, it was pre-calculus. I switched it over to mythology because I hate pre-calculus so far. Because if people don't know, pre-calculus, at least in my school, was basically just a review of all the units we did in high school. So I was like, no, I'm not doing this yet. I don't need a review at all. I already memorize it pretty much. Um, so I'm saving that for college when I actually need a review, which I think is a good idea. And then second
Yeah.
hour is government, which is actually brutal. It's so insanely boring. And then third hour is financial literacy, which is also kind of brutal. It's not as bad as government though.
I never
And
had to take that one.
then fourth and fifth hour is college. I'm not gonna disclose which college because I don't want to. But yeah, I do like early college because I want to have a year off of college because I really want to do that.
It's
And
a
yeah,
valid
that's-
argument.
What?
It's a valid argument.
Yeah, I'm trying to do electrical engineering. So like I actually love it so much. It is so fun. Like electronics are so cool. And stuff not for everyone though because like heavily you need like a lot of math experience for it. But if you want to like build stuff and you're really cool and you think that electronics are cool, like actually try it. It's really fun. Cause you just build a lot of doohickeys that do like random garbage. Like I built a greenhouse and you can like solder stuff. It's really fun. I like it.
Dude, I'm having so much fun right now.
With what? What are you doing?
So I leaned forward and I looked at how. Audio listeners, look at the video.
Mhm.
I looked at my back and you can see how slouchy it is, and so I went like this, and I'm so tall, and I'm just. This fell down, and so I'm just. Oh.
I thought you were like reacting to what I was saying. I was really confused. Like, wait, that's it's not that cool to have like to like pog your mind out about it.
Dude, I am so easy to amuse. Like, actually.
Yeah, I am also, dude. I don't struggle to get entertained really at all unless I'm like super like depressed or something. Like if I'm like I got the like ADHD monkey brain, so I like think like
Monkey.
so
Like,
I just like
especially
think,
if we
like,
see like a monkey.
yeah, monkey so
Monkey.
cool.
Monkey. Oh.
Monkey.
Monkey.
Okay, yeah, cool. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Um.
Do we close the podcast now?
Sadly, yes. Guys, this is a moment for celebration.
Yippee!
You realize you've just made it to the end of the first episode of season 2 of Whatever the Crap. Let's go!
Yippee! Yippee!
Wait, Caleb, throw back to episode 3. Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Yeah, baby, let's go. Dude, I actually love that bit. It was super funny when we did that.
That bit was amazing. But yeah, yeah, you made it to the end of the first episode of season 2. We are planning on doing more episodes. The reason why we weren't able to is because we all got super busy with life. That's the main reason why Greyson isn't here right now. Hopefully, as I think I said earlier, I don't know if it was the first episode or second episode or second retry. But Greyson, he might pop in for an episode or two. He's just really busy and his schedule doesn't really align with ours, but we are trying to get the podcast back up because we do enjoy it. It's a fun thing to do. And even if a ton of people don't watch it, like it's still fun for us to put out there.
Yeah, I don't do anything with my life, so this is fun. I like it.
No, yeah. So yeah, it's been a year and a half. It was time for a new episode. Also, shout out to Craig in the Discord and shameless plug. Craig, you're the reason that we started the podcast back up. So, funny story. Craig walks up to me one day in class. He's just like, "So when are you gonna start the podcast back up?" Or like, "Are you done?" And I'm like, Well, we've been talking about starting it back up, but like, I don't know. But so, Craig, this is for you. You're getting a whole nother season just for you.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
so we don't but to go with that, with the rest of this season, we don't know how long it's gonna be. We don't know how many episodes there will be. And we don't know when we're gonna be able to upload because as I said, we are all very busy people now. I have a job. I think Grayson has a job. And Caleb has
I,
school.
I mean, yeah, I don't have a job, but I do have like college, so I mean that's pretty big. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, so we will try to upload when we can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Join the
remember,
Discord. If you want to be
it's pretty
notified
cool.
and whatever, also because you can talk to us, you can give us suggestions and stuff for stuff to talk about.
We do have a section in the Discord where you can send questions that we'll answer, as you saw in the last season, hopefully. Basically, we answer like 2 or 3 would you rathers or whatever. We weren't able to this season because we've done all of them in previous episodes. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, go ahead, join, give us some options. You'll get a little shout out when we answer your question. It's really fun. And yeah,
Yep. That's about it.
Um, also, depending on what platform you're on, go ahead and like it or give us a 5-star review on whatever way you can. It really helps the channel out. Um, and go ahead and subscribe and or follow if you're on Spotify or on YouTube. And once again, it helps the channel out. You're helping us out. You're helping yourselves out because you're getting more content out of it.
Yes, sir.
And hit the bell on both of them. You'll get notified when new episodes come out, and hopefully you find us funny enough to want to be notified. So, yeah,
Yes. Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Thank you guys for watching. Um, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye bye.